let me discuss about one new condition, that is the congestive cardiac failure. Okay, it is a one topic is there in the child health nursing subject in 6th unit, that is the children with various disorders and diseases. Okay, part 1 video regarding congestive cardiac failure. Okay, in this before going to enter into the topic, first of all we should learn about heart. Okay, heart is a one type of, or what is the one major organ, one important organ in the human body. Okay, what is the functioning of heart? Okay, what is the structure of heart? Heart having two atriums, two ventricles. Okay, some valves. Okay, tricuspid valve, bicuspid valve, some arteries, veins. Okay, what is that? Pulmonary artery, pulmonary veins, aorta. Okay, like that some structure and structures is there. Okay, what is the function of the heart? Okay, the heart main function, that is the purification of blood, and the heart should be pumping of blood. Okay, the heart will be pumping of the blood to the all over the body parts. No, okay, in that how the heart will be pumping of the blood means especially by the left atrium, so left ventricles. Okay, from the left ventricle or right ventricle, the heart should be pumping the blood to the all over the body parts along with heart. Okay, some blood should be receiving heart by the coronary arteries through the cardiac circulation. Okay, the heart should be circulate the blood from the heart to lungs, that is the pulmonary circulation. Okay, the heart should be pumping the blood from the heart to all over the body parts, that is the systemic circulation. Okay, here what is the reason or what is the way, what is the meaning of cardiac output means cardiac output also called as the heart output. Okay, in this cardiac output what happens means the pumping of the blood. Okay, how much ml of blood should be pumping to the all over the body parts. Okay, that per minute, that is we are called as the cardiac output. Okay, in this cardiac failure, what is mean by congestive cardiac failure means in this cardiac failure, decreased cardiac output. Actually, per a minute the cardiac output should be 4 to 8 liters. Okay, per minute the cardiac output or pumping of the blood should all over the body parts 4 to 8 liters. Okay, but here what happens means in this congestive cardiac failure, the heart should not be decreased pumping of cardiac output. Okay, the functioning of the pumping of the blood should be decreased in this. Okay, here what happens means metabolic demands of the body. Okay, for example, the body get some metabolism is there, increased metabolism, body activity increased means the pumping of the blood or cardiac output also increased. Okay, the children or the human beings taking some rest means cardiac output should be slight decreased. Okay, what is the demands of the children's metabolic demands? Okay, the cardiac output should be depending upon the metabolic demands. For example, we are doing some activity, we are doing some walking or playing games or some food digestion. Okay, whatever it may be, what are the function is done by the human body. Okay, as a children, the children will doing some activity means metabolism needs will be there. Okay, then the heart should be increased pumping of blood. Okay, here what happens means in congestive cardiac failure, the heart should be decreased their cardiac output. Mean nothing but blood supply should be decreased to the body parts. Okay, what is the reason why the cardiac output should be decreased in the children? That we are discussed in the causes. Okay, first of all, in this special cause, that is the myocardial infarction. Okay, it is a one type of disease of heart. Here what happens means the oxygen supply will be decreased to the cardiac muscle. Okay, myocardium, it is a one type of muscle covering protects the heart. Okay, myocardium of the heart, the myocardiac muscle. Okay, cardiac muscle of the heart should be decreasing their blood supply. Okay, this is also one reason for cardiac output decreased. Okay, another reason, that is the valvular stenosis. Okay, some valves is there. No, what is that valve? Tricuspid valve or bicuspid valve. Okay, right atrioventricular valve or left atrioventricular valve or pulmonary valves. Okay, like that the valves is there. No, what is the function of valve? Means when blood is, for example, first of all, right atrioventricular valve is there. Okay, in that right atrioventricular, what is that functioning? Means when the right atrium should be filled with the blood. Okay, the blood should be pumping from the right atrium to right ventricle. Okay, then the valve should be opened. Okay, for transfusion of blood. Okay, then after completion of transfusion of blood, immediately the valve should be closed. Okay, that is the functioning. Means the valve should be, when necessary is there, that their action is starting, means then open and close. Okay, in this situation the valves you should be having some stenosis. Okay, narrowing. Okay, from the inferior vena cava and superior vena cava, the heart not receiving any blood. Okay, that's why the children's heart may be decreased pumping of blood. Okay, this is the one reason for congestive cardiac failure in the children. Okay, what is that? Means valve stenosis, or right atrium and right ventricle, or left atrium, left ventricle, one valve is there. Okay, in that valve is also having narrowing their size. Okay, the valve not open comfortably, then the blood not pumping to the from atriums to ventricles or ventricles to the aorta. Okay, the blood should be completely accumulated, or the blood should not pumped adequately. Then the body parts may have the some necrosis or the infraction. Okay, next another reason, that is the valvular regurgitation. Okay, in this valvular regurgitation, what happens? Means actually the functioning of the valve, right atrium to right ventricle, the blood should be pumped. Okay, after completion, after emptying right atrium, immediately the valve should be closed. Okay, why? Because the blood should not come back flow. Okay, from the right ventricle to right atrium never comes to the blood. Okay, but here what happens? Means due to the regurgitation of the valves, the blood should be come back. Okay, this is the one abnormality in the heart. Okay, due to these reasons, the congestive cardiac failure may be observed in the children. Okay, this is the one reason. Next, another one is the rheumatic heart diseases. Okay, some heart, it is a one type of heart disorder. Next, another one is the endocarditis. Okay, endocardium, it is a one type covering layer of the heart or covering muscle of the heart. Okay, endocardium, myocardium. Okay, this pericardium, these muscles is there. Here what happens? Means due to the viruses or bacteria or fungi, the endocardium layer, endocardium muscle should get some infection. Okay, due to these reasons, the heart of the children may have decreased blood supply to the all body parts. Okay, next another one is the hypertension, increased blood pressure. Due to these reasons also may be prone to get congestive cardiac failure. Next another one is the cardiomyopathy, another one is the pulmonary diseases, some of the lungs abnormality, some diseases or some cancerous to the heart muscle or lungs. Okay, some infection to the heart, lungs, for example pneumonia or lung abscess. Okay, or bronchiectasis. Okay, why? Because some due to the some infections or some excessive growth or some tumors, the children may be affected by these diseases. Okay, another one is the anemia, decreased blood percentage, hemoglobin percentage should be less. Why? Because due to the disturbances or diseases in the bone marrow not secretion or not releasing or not producing healthy hemoglobins. Okay, due to these reasons, the children may have one symptom of anemia. Okay, the blood not there sufficiency in the body, the children may have one problem, that is the congestive cardiac failure. Okay, another one is the nephrotic syndrome and acidosis. Okay, nephrotic syndrome is a one type of renal disorder. Here also what happens means some symptoms like fluid accumulation or edema formation or hypernatremia, hypercalcemia. Okay, in the blood some calcium levels, some minerals, some sodium, potassium, like that they are increased. Okay, the blood should not be purified by the lung, kidneys. The children may have one problem, this nephrotic syndrome. This leads to the congestive cardiac failure in the children. Okay, these are the causes for congestive cardiac failure. Okay, next we are going to discuss about pathophysiology. Okay, in this pathophysiology what happens means due to the etiological factors. What happens, etiological factors, what is that means? Valve stenosis or valvular regurgitation or myocardial infarction or cardiomyopathy, hypertension, whatever it may be. The children's having some etiological factors. Due to these reasons, first of all, the cardiac output should be decreased. Okay, what is the way why the cardiac output should be decreased means here inadequate supply of oxygen. Okay, the oxygen and nutrients should be inadequately, insufficiently, not sufficient oxygen, not sufficient nutrients, not supplied to the body tissues. Okay, where the tissues is there, all over the body, many of the cells is there, many of the tissues is there. Group of cells form a group of tissues, group of tissues form a group of organs, group of forms organs form systems. No, okay, in this the body tissues not receiving any sufficient oxygen and sufficient nutrients from the heart. Okay, then it leads to what happens means increased heart rate. When we are observing or when we are auscultation of heart sounds of the children, the heart rate should be increased and cardiac output should be decreased. Next, it leads to what happens means increased systemic vascular resistance. Okay, the vascular resistance should be increased by maintenance of blood pressure. Okay, it leads to what happens means reduced blood flow in the kidney. Okay, blood flow in the kidney. Why? Because in the body not receiving any blood. Okay, the blood flow will be reduced to the kidneys. It leads to the glomerular filtration rate should be decreased. Okay, glomerular filtration rate decreased, but tubular reabsorption should be increased. Okay, due to the tubular reabsorption, the children may have one symptom like that is the sodium and water retention. Okay, sodium and water retention in the body. That's why the children may have one symptom like edema formation in the body. Okay, especially peripheral edema we are assessed in the children. Next, it leads to what happens means decreased urine output. Why? Because the kidney will be failure for purification of blood, for excretion of urine. Okay, that's why the children may have one problem, that is the retention of urine or urine output should be decreased. Okay, it leads to what happens means increased venous pressure. After that, what happens means the children may have myocardial failure. The heart may be failure their function and myocardial hypertrophy. Okay, next it leads to progressive heart failure. Okay, normal functioning of the heart, pumping of the blood. Okay, due to these reasons, the heart should not have didn't supply or didn't pumping of blood to the all over the body parts. Okay, this is the pathophysiology regarding congestive cardiac failure. Okay, in early stages we are identified this problem means we are improving the children's health. Okay, that's why as a nurse we have to assess in early stages what is the children's problem. Okay, the problem is major or minor. Okay, if the problem is major means immediately we have to give some treatment to the children. Okay, in early stages we are giving proper treatment to the children, immediately we have protecting children's health. Okay, this is the way for decreasing of cardiac output in the children.